Now we are still working on how to connect two straight lines together with an arc. The first one that we did here is here. We have the two straight lines at angle 90 degrees to each other. Now let us look at it now that the two straight lines are at angle 75 degrees to each other. The two straight lines are at angle 75 degrees to each other, which is an acute angle. An acute angle is an angle that is less than 90 degrees. Okay, so let's look at it. Now, what we are to do is that we are to draw a horizontal line. So I want to draw it beside this. So we draw a horizontal line. So here we have this horizontal line. So we have the horizontal line like this. Okay. All right. So we have this horizontal line. Then we are to draw a line that will be at an angle 75 degrees to this line. So what we are to do is that, so let's take a point here. So let's take a point here. So here we have a point here. Okay. So here we have this point. So we are going to use the protractor to get that angle 75 degree. So we set the protractor at this point. So where we put the mark, and then we ensure that this horizontal line on the protractor is on the horizontal line that we have here. So here we have this is to be 70, and then we have this to be 75 degree. So we are going to draw a straight line from this point through that point that I've just put on the paper. So it goes like this. So we have the line like this. Okay, so you can see the line so on the paper. All right, so then the next thing that we are going to do, the radius of the arc that we are going to use to connect these two straight lines together is 20 millimeters. So how can we work that out? Because we have to draw two center lines as we have it here. So we have to draw them here. Okay, so since this line, so let's label these lines. So this line, this is point B. Okay, so then we have this to be A. So this is line AB, and this is line BC. So we have it here. So this is C here. All right. So what we are to do right now is that, so we are for us to draw a center line at a distance of 20 millimeters from this line, which is the radius. That 20 millimeters is the radius of the arc. So we come to this end here or somewhere around here, and we draw a vertical. So we draw a line like this. Okay, so we draw a line like this, and then on this line we'll take a measurement of 20 millimeters up, 20 millimeters up, which is the radius of the arc that we are going to use to connect these two straight lines together. So we have this. So then from this point now we are going to draw a horizontal center line. So here we draw a horizontal center line like this. Okay, so we have this. All right, so then that is to this line. Okay, then right about to this line, how can we draw a line that will be a center line that will be at a distance of 20 millimeters to this line? Okay, so what we are to do is this. So we are going to take the protractor. So we put a mark, so somewhere here. So and then we set the protractor at this point. So we set the center of the protractor here at this point. Okay, we have it like this, and we ensure that this line on the protractor is on line AB. So I have set it like this. So what I'm going to do now is that I'll put a mark, so somewhere on the 90 degree here, on the 90. So it's 90, just put a mark there. Then we are going to draw a line. So this line that we want to draw will be at a right angle to this line AB. So that's what we are trying to do. Look at this line. This line that we drew here that we used to get this one is also at a right angle to this line BC. So that is what we are trying to do. So we are to draw a line from this point. So we draw a line from this point like this. So this line is at a right angle to line AB. So as we have it. So what we have to do now is that we take a measurement of 20 millimeters from this point. So from this point, we take a measurement of 20 millimeters. So from this point here, so we take 20 millimeters. So this is 20 millimeters. All right, so having gotten that 20 millimeters, the next thing that we are going to do is this. So let's look at the next thing that we have to do. So we need to draw a line, so a center line that will be parallel to this line at a distance of 20 millimeters. And to do that, we need to make use of this set square. So setting the set square on line AB like this. So we set the set square on line AB and support it with the ruler like this. Okay. Then we now shift this set square. So let's set it well. Then we shift the set square. We shift it to the point that we have here. So to this point. So put them together and then you draw the center line like this. All right, so here we have the center line. Okay, so now, so you can see what we have done. So we have created, if you look at this, so this looks like a rhombus. I mean, this shape that we have like this, it looks like a rhombus of length 20 millimeters. So what we have to do now is that we put the pin. So let's say where the two center lines intersect. So let's call this point. This is point O here. So we have it to the point O. So then the next thing that we are going to do is that we put the pin or the compass at this point here, and then we extend the pen point to this point. So you can see it here like this. Okay, so then so from this point now, so we are to draw an arc. So we have to draw an arc. So from this point, so we draw an arc like this. So the arc goes this way. So we have it like this. So you can see the arc. So we have the arc like this. All right, so this arc that we have drawn here, so has enabled us to blend these two lines together. So here now we can make this line, we can make it a thick line. So we can make it a thick line for them to have a uniform thickness. So from here, so I'm blending them. So for them to have a uniform thickness, so we have this. All right, so this is what we have here. So in case they ask us that we should indicate the point of tangency, so the point of tangency is this point for this. So indicate it with capital letter T, and also we also show it here, capital letter T. And for this one also, so we put capital letter T here, and here also we put capital letter T. So those are the points of tangency. So here we have been able to connect the two straight lines together, line AB and BC together with an arc. So thank you, and let's meet on the last one.